Gary Payton, one of the most iconic figures in NBA history, is no stranger to stirring controversy. Known for his fierce defense and intense competitive spirit, Payton's name is synonymous with grit and determination. But this time, it's not his defense that's causing a stir. Rather, it's his defense of Nico Harrison, the embattled general manager of the Dallas Mavericks, who's been at the center of a whirlwind of controversy after a turbulent season in Dallas. Payton, whose legendary career spanned 17 years, most notably with the Seattle Supersonics, has seen it all in the NBA. A 9-time All-Defensive First-Team selection and the first, and only, point guard to win the NBA Defensive Player of the Year award in 1996, Payton earned the nickname The Glove for his suffocating perimeter defense. He's also a proud member of the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame, cementing his place in NBA history. But these days, Payton's thoughts are far removed from his glory days on the court, instead focusing on the turbulent situation surrounding the Mavericks front office. In a recent appearance on the Club 520 podcast, Payton came to the defense of Harrison despite the growing frustration among Dallas fans with the Mavericks GM. To many, Harrison's tenure has been marked by a series of missteps, including questionable trades, failed roster decisions, and the ongoing struggle to build a competitive team around franchise star Luka Dončić. Yet, Payton remains one of the few who's publicly vocal in his support for Harrison, making his stance clear during the podcast. "I feel for my boy Jason Kidd as a head coach, and I feel for my boy Nico," Payton said, referring to both Harrison and the Mavericks head coach. "Nico's like a little brother to me, and I feel for him because of all the heat he's been taking." Payton then launched into a passionate defense of Harrison's actions, shifting the blame away from him and instead blaming the system. "He's the president general manager. He can't make all the calls on his own. It wasn't his call. He made decisions based on what he was told or what had to be done." This defense of Harrison comes amid a fan base increasingly frustrated with the Mavericks' direction. The team has been plagued by injuries, underwhelming performances, and a lack of clear vision in recent seasons. Fans' discontent has only intensified with reports suggesting that Harrison might trade the top overall pick in the upcoming NBA draft. A pick that's widely expected to be used on Duke's Cooper Flagg, a highly touted prospect. The prospect of trading away such an asset for yet another aging veteran would, to many, be yet another indication of a short-sighted approach that hasn't worked for the Mavericks in recent years. But Payton's message was clear. Don't blame Harrison alone. He argued that the frustrations of Mavericks fans, while valid, were misdirected. "All you fans messing with him, get up out of here like that." "It wasn't his decision," Payton added, urging fans to rethink their stance. "If the team gets healthy, Dallas is going to be a beast." Payton's optimism about the Mavericks' potential rests on the hope that the team's key players will finally stay healthy and live up to their potential. That, in Payton's eyes, could be the spark that turns things around in Dallas. While Payton's comments are undoubtedly fueled by a personal connection to Harrison, who worked as a Nike executive before becoming GM of the Mavericks, there's no denying the broader context of Harrison's tenure with the Mavericks. Despite the goodwill Payton exudes toward his little brother, Harrison's job has been anything but smooth sailing. The 2022 to 2023 NBA season was one of the most tumultuous in recent memory for the Mavericks. After a promising start, the team faltered, with Luka Dončić and Kyrie Irving unable to gel as a duo. Rumors of locker room tension, trade demands, and questionable in-season acquisitions only added fuel to the fire. Dallas finished the season on the outside looking in, failing to make the playoffs despite the immense talent of Dončić and Irving. And that was just the start of Harrison's troubles. The whispers of trade rumors have only added to the uncertainty. The prospect of parting with the top overall pick, especially for a player who would be an aging veteran, is a source of major contention. Mavericks fans have seen their team go through enough upheaval in recent years, and are understandably weary of any moves that might seem like another attempt at a quick fix. The glaring question is whether Harrison will once again sacrifice the future for a temporary solution. But Payton, ever the optimist, believes in Harrison's ability to course correct. He pointed out that Harrison has faced a tremendous amount of pressure, but insisted that the right moves could still be made. It's going to take time, but if Nico can make the right moves, he can still turn this around, Payton stated. His message to Mav: